News, Bitcoin charts, Alpha, you know what you're watching. Let's not waste anybody's time. Firstly, we've got the news. It's Binance. I'm going to tell you something. You might know, you might not know. If you've been in crypto for a while, you know that there's a few different sources of FUD out there, some more extreme than others. This one is a Binance. Binance team fretted over Binance US ties, tried to recruit Gary Gensler, the squeezer. You'll see him in a second. What we are looking at, that's the squeezer right there, Gary Gensler, SEC chair. So look, Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, reportedly didn't disclose the extent of its ties and control over Binance US. So while you can pause and have a look at this if you like for a read, it's basically just Binance FUD. It could have legs, but what I've noticed in Bitcoin over the last 6 years and what a lot of people know and understand is this, right? There is multiple sources of FUD and the timing usually is impeccable. It's usually the best timing and it's the timing where they want to unload or the short positions are on. It's the big money. They want this news to be on at the same time. They pay certain outlets to run the stories, but I'm going to run you through some classic FUD examples. USDT Tether, Chinese bans crypto, exchanges, hacks, and now altcoins as securities basically is a big one. They're pretty much the main culprits if you think about it. What can be said about Bitcoin? It's been the same the whole time. Nothing's changed. Ethereum, obviously, and you start going on the altcoins, they have variables because there is teams attached to them. Bitcoin, where's the FUD? It's impossible. So what is going to happen now is you are going to see some Binance FUD, potentially a bottom signal, because what's better for large positions than when retail panic sells some news that doesn't have any sustenance in it. You know what I mean? And Binance is under fire heavily, especially from a large assortment of players that don't like Binance because of FTX and the involvement in the crash. So Binance replied, we've already acknowledged that we did not have adequate compliance and controls in place during those early years. Old news being resurfaced. Why is it getting resurfaced, right? We've got this fella here. He works for CoinDesk. This idea that Binance Global has greater control of Binance than either company is willing to admit is probably not good for how Binance will be perceived by US regulators. So Binance International, Binance Global, and Binance US, they've separated Binance US to operate successfully in America. They've got to follow the regulations. But Binance Global, they're doing different stuff. And that's the big brain behind Binance, separating them into separate entities and following the rules accordingly. So listen to this fella here. I'll put him on.
Last week, lawmakers asked Binance about what was going on with Binance US. We've heard regulators before, express concerns about the possibility that Binance US is not an independent exchange. All of those concerns, I imagine, are going to be heightened.
All those concerns are going to be heightened, yeah, because this is the time to worry about it when crypto's weak. Let's move on, but let me just say that if you get caught up worrying about all the FUD that just gets consistently recycled, you're going to have a bad time. You're going to be scared out of positions, and you're going to be too scared to open positions when the best time to open them are. Moving on now to Bitcoin. If you're in the blockchain bulls, you will know that there is a golden cross active. It is one of our key indicators on our bull score that's posted daily. But we'll just give you a treat here and give you some Blockchain Bulls free content, because what we're seeing and what we're showing is just a reminder to everybody that basically the definition of an uptrend, the most common definition of an uptrend, is a golden cross, an active golden cross, the 200-day moving average below the 50-day moving average. And here we have yellow, it's gold, but it's yellow, moving up above and holding above the 200-day moving average at white here. So it hasn't been there since January 2022. So what's that, 15 months? Pretty much 14 months. So there's been a death cross active for about 13 months, and now we're on the golden cross. So technically, don't forget, it is a bull market by general consensus definition. That is Bitcoin. That is where it's at. A higher low is being put in, potentially looking for a quick shake of the lows personally on maybe something like this. and continuation. So that's what we're looking for. Personally, here's the alpha that was promised, and it's a trade idea, a trade setup posted in the Blockchain Bulls today, our trade setups channel. And you can see here something important on Doge. And one thing also to mention about Doge that I'd love to mention about Doge. Please bear with me. I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. Look, Elon Musk. I used to be in crypto, but now I got interested in AI. See how it's the double? You know, he's not saying that's him. He's quoting people. He's quoting, in my opinion, just the generic Twitter user that follows the new technology, whatever's hot at the moment, and whatever's trending to try and keep themselves relevant. So he may be still interested in crypto, and by the looks of the Doge posts that do continue not that long ago, if you don't have a short-term memory loss, you will notice that he's still interested. He's just following. He's just having a joke. And that has given a 10% drop on Dogecoin for a better entry, which is right there. So the 10% drop there to down here. And now it's in a big, important liquidity zone. So look at this liquidity zone, yeah? You can see multiple times after this extremely parabolic run, this is the 4-hour chart, one candle equals 4 hours. When the price comes down, it dips into these low 7 cents US areas here, and then the bottom, that's a distribution pattern. An accumulation pattern, that's a distribution pattern. That is the something wrong pattern right there. And this is the something right pattern. Something white. So now but Doge is dipping its toe again in this liquidity zone in these areas. It's looking good. And also, if you're a follower of the stochastic momentum indicator, just like myself, you will know that when it double dips in these lows without passing the highs, without passing the halfway point, double dips in these lows, and then also a beautiful crossover seen here on the 12-hour with a double dip. Look at that, boom, boom. Nothing better that I like to see, honestly, than that for an altcoin long position betting the price will go up. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll talk to you on the next one. Stay cool, and if you want more, I'll see you in Blockchain Bulls. The link is in the description below. If you can like and subscribe, apparently that helps me. So peace and love. I'll take it easy, and so shall you.